A vision for e-learning environments of 2050. In the past, the typical classroom setting involved groups with real-time interaction and synchronous learning. There was just an elementary connection between those involved, the instructor and the students. Those connections were sometimes limited because of geographical distributions. Being able to take advantage of high-quality learning material and resources anytime and anywhere is constantly increasing in importance. With an ever-changing world that is becoming more complex, the educational system must also adjust to help us better understand and deal with the problems that society will have to face in the future. The educational system of today may not permit this to happen. The ability to obtain a good formal education is something that not all people of the world will experience. This implies that the educational system available today will have to change to meet the needs of the learners. Learning will need to occur outside the regular classroom and continue throughout our lives. This will force many educational institutions to reconsider their approach to teaching and learning. With the increasing development of new technologies in Western societies, it is nearly impossible to look at all the changes in the learning environments without considering information and communication technologies, or ICT. In the future, most of the exciting modernizations in the field of education will most likely come from outside the traditional classroom. A blended system will become more important where students can benefit from the learning opportunities that exist both inside and outside of the regular classroom. As resources that promote learning increases around the world, communities will become the world's classrooms. In visions of the future, show classrooms as living museums, studios, and laboratories for hands-on learning, which would include every student having access to a computer, telecommunication studios for worldwide communications, along with interactive videos to retrieve the necessary information. An important force in driving teaching and learning will be the widespread acceptance of digital communities. These digital communities will be driven mostly by mobility and globalization. Mobile devices will change education by allowing learning to occur anytime, anywhere, and on any device. Most interactions involving digital communities, which involve one-to-many interactions, occur over the internet using email or some type of mobile device. Globally based digital communities will facilitate a change in educational pedagogy. With increasing numbers of global communities, the web will increase its importance in the education system. In the future, virtual realities will be used at a much higher rate and therefore permitting collaborative learning without the constraints of geography. Some areas will become learning deserts, while others diversify and become the oases of ever-changing learning environments. The typical web portal of today will further change into a community platform where digital technologies such as social software, mobility, telepresence, and 3D enablement will provide a portable and universal social platform for learning. They will introduce innovative forms of real-time interaction and collaboration that will revolutionize traditional student-teacher interactions, roles, and accountabilities. The technologies of today hinder these interactions, and as a result, physical co-location-based collaboration is still preferred. By creating new ways to socialize, collaborate, and work together, digital communities will continue to lessen the importance of geography and time. The ability to collaborate and interact continues to develop, lessening the importance of physical co-location. The idea of video conferencing and the recent advancements in this area has led to the development of the idea of telepresence, which refers to the ability to make people feel as though they are gathered together in a single location, even though they may be separated by geographical boundaries. It is believed that in the 21st century, two types of video conferencing will be required. One involves room-based video systems, where the learning environment is more interactive than web-based conferencing alone. These rooms will include online collaboration screens where both students and teachers can view learning material in real time. Secondly, there is an auditorium-based video system, which will include high-definition projection screens, which will allow video conferences to be viewed by a large audience in a lecture-oriented setting. A vision of future learning spaces will place the learner at the center of learning. Learners will take on a more active role and will be the center of their learning experiences. They will become co-producers of knowledge and not just consumers. This is not to imply that teachers will cease to exist, but instead their roles will change. Their roles will change to become more of a facilitator of learning. Guidance and interaction will continue to be a very important component in the learning process. Technology has the ability to make a real difference in the educational system, but it must be deployed thoughtfully. The learning process will be supported by flexible and dynamic virtual environments and by a wide range of instruments and applications that will enable individual and collaborative learning both inside and outside of the school setting. All of the technological change that is happening at a rapid rate is full of opportunities. But these opportunities are also accompanied by changes that will be unpredictable and full of uncertainty. Pedagogy and learning institutions require stability and certainty, and because of this, create tensions that make the implementation of changes in educational institutions problematic. Because of this, it is important to acknowledge the fact that technology on its own, regardless of how powerful it is, cannot bring about change. The potential of new technologies can only be realized when they work together in a favorable environment.